All of my classes teach me about social justice in some way or another. Socialization is probably the biggest thing that any of my classes have discussed that really sticks in my brain. Socialization is when you grow up and you're socialized to certain things. You think it's okay since you were raised that way, never really taught any better. Learning about socialization has affected the way I view things tremendously. I had never even heard of the word, let alone had any type of knowledge about it. But this one concept definitely just ties everything together and makes it all fit sort of like a puzzle piece. Now that we've talked about it so much, I honestly feel that I'm a little more understanding of racist individuals and sexist beings. Most of the time, people were taught to believe it's okay and act that way towards people of color or women or LGBT community. But it's not okay in any way, shape, or form. And I'm sure that one day there may be some type of solution to all of this judgment. Of course, we all think in a sexist manner or a racist manner at sometimes, but we should honestly just keep those things to ourselves so we don't harm the ones around us. I chose to work with the Skills for Independence, Transition, and Employment, or SITE program, for my service learning, and I love it. I work with one boy who has autism, and he's so sweet and talkative at times. I've spent around 4 hours with him, and it's shown me a little bit about students with autism. Since I'm going to earn my license for special education, SITE has helped a lot, and I'm glad I chose it. It seems to be a fantastic and helpful program that the students are involved in. Students go out into the real world doing things that every other adult in life has to do, and it's definitely preparing them for their future. One thing that upset me a little while I was with my SITE student was that when we went into a fast food restaurant, everyone looked his way. I knew they might stare, and I was afraid that he would know something like that and be a little standoffish for the rest of the day. But he's actually pretty confident, and he just does his own thing, not caring about others' opinions. We had to deal with this type of thing for quite some time, and he's learned to shrug it off, but that isn't socially just at all. The student should be able to walk into a restaurant without becoming the center of attention. We should see people with special needs as human beings and our equals, but not everyone does this, and it's ridiculous that we can't see them that way. People who are actually vocal about how they feel about persons with disabilities, or someone who's a different color than themselves, or anyone in the LGBT community are harmful. They don't see that they're potentially ruining someone's lives by speaking and acting in harmful manners. I did peer tutoring my senior year, and I totally fell in love with the kids I worked with. Everything that I've been taught and experienced this semester is definitely going to play a huge role in my everyday teaching. It's not okay to teach kids with special needs or a different ethnicity as foreign and odd. We need to recognize them and their differences and embrace them.